Welcome back to Morgan's usually lazy Sunday afternoon live stream, but it's November. I gotta get words in, so we're gonna be a little less slack on those sprints this month, I think. Hello and welcome. As always, Devin hopped on first. Hello. And we have Doc today and Abby. Hello and welcome. If y'all are working on NaNoWriMo projects or, cooking, let me know in the comments and definitely give you a shout out. I've been prepping for NaNoWriMo for like easily over a month at this point, and I was going to stay up till midnight and at least get a couple words in. And you know what happened? I went to bed at like 11, and I've been procrastinating cleaning and cooking and chatting with my sister 3 times and not writing any words. I did get a couple in while running errands, talking to my phone. I'm trying to get the right voice, and it's really hard to get into the story until you have the voice right. And I thought I had an opening line, and I didn't really like it. I might, in fact, throw my entire outline out, but it gives me some ideas, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. Doc, did you decide which of your 2 projects you were working on? I know Doc was going back and forth between a sequel to a project he'd already done, his book that's already out, and the other option is, of course, something new and exciting. And we all know the appeal of both of those. Established worlds can be fun to see. Ooh, let's see what happens if we throw them in this situation or what have you. So, okay, popping back to the comments. Doc is indeed starting on the Rage of Ragnarok, The Adventures of Crackle and Bang, Book 3. So he went with the sequel. Awesome. Abby's also working on her Nano project. Doc's like, it's a first draft, fix it and edits. Definitely. But I want to at least have the plot in the right structure. And it's really hard for me if the voice is wrong to get the story done, because it's just not right for the story, It can be a struggle. I see we have a CB with us who has produced 11,295 words. I think I have 20. So, I mean, bowing before you. Are you a planner or a pantser? I'm always intrigued. I know first day of Nano, everybody's excited and has lots of verve and like excitement, but in my head, I feel that planners can write faster because they're almost just paint by numbers at this point because of all the prep they've done. So I don't know. So yeah, November. It doesn't feel like it's November already. Like I'm not ready for it to be November. Not in the, oh my God, I'm not ready for NaNoWriMo, but just simply, I'm not ready for November. This year has dragged and gone by so fast. Like, I know the stereotype is the days drag by and the years fly by, but this year has been a little special, and I don't think I'm the only one who thinks so. So yeah, I got a calendar in the mail. So from my realtor for when I got this place, and it's nice and cute, but we're in getting next year's calendar season, which seems a little weird. So while I'm chatting with you, you know what I'm doing? I'm opening a blank document and I am titling it my working title, which is, I think, A Dream of Stellar Ships. Stellar as in interstellar, like space and stuff. So we're here to write. Oh, I got a couple more people popped in. CV does say They're a total planner, working out of order, working on the Iron Man 1 viewing. Awesome. I had my suspicions. CB said they didn't really do anything else today. Kelly swung by. Hello. He's working on the next chapter of his work in progress. And Doc says, welcome to the 10th month of March. And CB is working on next year's calendar. So this is NaNoWriMo. I'm not going to chat for like 20 minutes. I've been on for 6 minutes, and I think it's time for a sprint. When I'm writing versus editing, I do like a slightly shorter sprint time, simply because I notice my focus starts to wander a little faster, because I don't know, 15 minutes works well for me when I'm writing, is what I'm basically trying to say. So, whoop. Oh, let me cancel that. I always forget to click that little a lovely thing that says share audio, so y'all can hear my pretty chimes when we're done. So, okay, we are ready to go. I'm going to count you down in 3, 2, right. And we're back. Oh my goodness. So I got the intro done, and that's about it. Let's look at my word count. I have, and this is stuff I'd already written that I was just feeling out and making sure I liked, 225 words. So not amazing, but I'm still getting my feet under me. We'll see if it gets any better. But I mean, I'd say 224 was great, but these are just me reworking words I'd already written earlier today. So I got a little ways to go left today. So let's pop in to the chat. Doc says he's got snacks at the ready. Catering by leftover Halloween candy. I actually went to a bonfire last night, so I have this gargoyle thing that's motion sensor and goes doom, 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 trick or treat, or something like that. It's got a couple things it cycles through. And I hung that in front of my house on my leaf packages, on my table sign, and on the little table, I put a bowl of candy, and it was empty, and everything else was where I left it. So I don't know if the first person took all the candy, or if, somebody took candy at the beginning of the night and then circled back at the end to see if there was any left. Who knows? But all of the candy was gone, and hopefully they had a good Halloween. And it seemed like a good answer for social distancing candy, especially since I wasn't going to be at the house during candy hour. So hello, Chandra, swung by and is going to be back after dinner. Well, I'm here for another hour and a half at least. I mean, I got to get my words in, and it's not going too great. And Ward swung by, writing in the car because Sunday errands. Well, I hope everything's going okay for you, and thank you for swinging by. Always appreciated. CV says, they are so strict about calorie intake during Nano. I totally understand that. I have fallen into the habit sometimes of needing to snack to get words done, which is very not good for me. But sometimes it'll do the trick if the words aren't coming. So, plus, if you've been on my stream before, I'm usually snacking when it's hard for me to stream without eating. So I might need to work on that. Doc says he got 296 fresh words done. Alarms are sounding. Sir Richard has thrown his clothes on and staggered to the passageway to see what is the problem. And let's see. CV says they are so strict about calorie intake during Nano because Christmas is coming and they want to eat all the delicious things then. Makes perfect sense. And, also if you put stuff on your wish list, you want to make sure it still fits, or maybe that's just me. So Ward is grabbing a coconut creme frappe with a double shot, legit, from their friend's drive-through coffee kiosk. Awesome. CV has candy rations for each day. I totally understand that. The past couple years, I usually order like a box of truffles from Lent, and that's my bribe to do my words, and then also my reward after getting my words in. So a little of both. So it is what it is. So yeah, I hope everybody's words are coming smoothly. I'm still sorting out what mine look like. I'm getting there, but we'll see. So, Doc says, aside from the coffee part of that coconut creme frappe, it sounded delish. And Abby says, if I snack in front of my computer, I end up watching YouTube because the excuse is I can't type while I'm using my hands to eat. Yeah, that can be a little problematic. Kelly said, not sure if it's the pandemic or changing the porch lights to red, but it kept the trick-or-treaters away. Yeah, it was hard to know if there were going to be any. So I was glad kind of for the excuse to leave my house so I wasn't obsessing over it, So, MM Ward likes a 1 box of dark chocolate raspberry cordials from Godiva Chocolates, and it works out to 1 a day. Oh, wow. That is some restraint. Oh my goodness. That is maybe not for me. Yeah, I got addicted to the Lent dark truffle and orange. Yeah. Dark chocolate and orange truffles. There we go. Which are delicious. Highly recommend. And when they send them in a box, they'll like ice them and they show up like in good health. The last couple of times I've gotten truffles from my grocery store, they have been previously melted and re-solidified. Not like totally gooey, but like the inside is like the texture is off and the inside filling is not filling, it's kind of lumped on one side, which they tasted good, but not what they should. It was like a good, but also disappointment. So the struggle. So for my NaNoWriMo kickoff, I wore one of my favorite weekend shirts, which is "The weekend is all booked," because we know what I've been thinking about all week. MM Ward agrees. The dark chocolate orange truffles are awesome. And CV is allergic to orange and can't enjoy them. Oh, that's rough. So it's 5 o'clock. Maybe we should do another sprint. Are we ready? So let me go ahead and reset this timer. And are y'all ready? Let's do this. Add to stream in 3, 2, 1, right. was not my most productive sprint. I think I started that one at 2:24 and I finished that sprint at 2:57. I'm still struggling with voice and trying to figure out exactly how to proceed from here. So I got some water and I thought about it, and I stirred my soup and I thought about it, and I played some Merge Dragons and I thought about it, and I caught up on my Facebook, and I think I've got into the next sentence, but it's kind of like describing the setting, and now I'm trying to transition into things happening, and nothing's happening yet. So yeah, it's a struggle. So anyway, let's pop over to the chat and talk about more exciting things. Let me know how your sprint went. Hopefully you were on the roll and you knew what was happening. So, okay. Lizzie swung by to say hi. Hello. Thank you for coming. And Ward was talking about the flavors of the flavor profiles that she helped design for the cordial lattes and frappes, which are cherry, raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, achia, berry, and orange, with dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. If I drank coffee, I would be all about that. CB's neighbor brought them white chocolate with almonds and might have that as their extra snack tomorrow. So let's see. Chandra is back from dinner. I hope it was delicious and filling. CB dropped less than 1,000 words because she pulled out the speech tags from the Iron Man 1 script and has been working on this chapter all day. Totally get that. Doc started at 296 and ended at 703. That's 407 words as Ms. Bang takes Sir Richard to battle stations. I can hear the alarm going off. Rah, rah. I'm sure it's a very obnoxious alarm. I don't like obnoxious ones personally, but I understand some people have trouble waking up and whatever. I don't like to start my day alarmed. It's just not how I roll. Not how I roll. So, finding the voice is really, really hard. And I thought I had one and I thought I was ready. And then I didn't like it. So hopefully next sprint goes a little better. Although I'm already contemplating my next snack. Although I think I get some points. I was snacking on carrots, not chocolate. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need chocolate, and that's why the words aren't coming. So anyway, Doc says the alarm sounds like a drunken duck, or did I sound like a drunken duck? I'm a little confused on that. So, and Kelly got 96 words, getting a grip on how to start the chapter, had to review in order to pick up where he left off. Legit. So CB says the Council of 16 have gathered the Avengers and some others to watch some of the MCU movies. I love it. I love it that you're making the movies themselves in canon, which is awesome. Doc asked, what can I write that I can cut that will help me find the right voice? I don't know. If I knew, I would be doing it. I don't like to write out of order, but I don't mind writing side stories and things like that. But it's just a very storyteller voice, which I haven't used before. And so I'm trying to figure out if this is the narrator or if the entire story is told like this. And so it's a little, it's just a different writing style than I've done before, but I really like it for the story I'm trying to tell. So just, trying to get my feet under me. But thank you for this suggestion. And Doc clarified it was not me that sounded like a drunken duck. It is the alarm in his story. An annoyed drunken duck. Now I want to sing, what do you do with the drunken duck? So luckily for all of you, I'm not going to subject you to me singing. I can follow a tune, but I can't carry one by myself. So yeah, it's just better for all of us if I'm not singing at you without music or anything else. So, oh goodness, it's gotta figure this out. I'm just running it in the back of my head. When I have a story idea, I like to say it's percolating. It's working in the background, and eventually it'll come through. So yeah. Oh, the novel Nana swung by. Wanted to pop in and say hello. And her hubby has been in the hospital and not doing amazing. I think pneumonia and stuff. Anyway, not mine to share, but thank you for swinging by and all the love and best wishes for health and both of you. That's got to be so tough. It's rough. So, on lighter moods, CB used to have a Vicky Guerrero shrieking excuse as their alarm tone. Oh my goodness. Doc asked if I was writing in first person or third person. I'm trying third person. I've done it before, although first person past tense is my home. And this is third person, which I've written in before, but I usually write when I have successfully done third person in the past, it's been third person close. So basically first person only using he, she in their name instead of I, etc. So this is zoomed out a little more because I want that fairy tale feel. And so I don't typically write lyrically. So it's a totally different voice, but I love the story and I love the voice for the story. I just need to get my feet under me. So Novel Nana says hello and thank you all. So you're definitely in our thoughts. CB says the Vicky alarm could wake anyone. Pretty sure did that alarm start the whole zombie craze? Is that why there are zombies? Because the alarm went off and the dead couldn't sleep through that? I might be cracking myself up here. So let's see. It has been over 5 minutes. Clearly it's time for another sprint. Maybe I'll get some chocolate and actually get some writing in. Could happen. Craziness. More than 10 words this sprint. That is my goal. More than 10 words. So let's go ahead and set this 15-minute timer. And is everybody ready? Well, it doesn't matter if you are or not. Let me pop back to the comments real quick before I head out. CB said the alarm, she used to do that when she was the general manager of SmackDown. Oh yeah. And Doc suggested, think of a storyteller telling your tale to a circle of children. And that's definitely the voice I have coming through right now. I'm just not sure how to transition from the setup to things happening. So I'm working it. I think I'm almost there. So we'll see. So good luck with your sprint. Focus on your writing. You don't have to solve all of my problems. So in 3, 2, 1, sprint. And we're back. Oh, sorry, I have carrot in my mouth. So that was a little better. I still haven't transitioned into the story, but it's getting more set up. It's getting there. Let's see. Word count 392. So over 100 words. I'll take it. And let's see. Okay, let's pop over to the comments section. CB is wishing they hadn't mentioned that chocolate now because it's calling to them, but got 99 words added. And excerpt in the room. In other words, Tony doesn't share food. I get it. Joey doesn't share food either, said Joey. I had to chuckle at that. Legit. Chandra got 332. Nice. That's, on par with what I've done in 3 sprints. So excellent work. Doc started at 7:03 and ended at 10:28. That's a very binary word. So got 425. You are in the flow. I stopped because I was trying to decide what I wanted to call the octopus nurseries. So I don't know if I like creche, but I don't want to call them nurseries. I don't know. It's weird. I'll figure something out. So Kelly got 100 words. So right on par with CB. Doc got 325. Remathed that one. CB had to go and make Tony Stark and Joey Tribbiani. I was like, is that a Friends reference there? I was definitely wondering. So, glad people are being productive and forward motion. So that's awesome. That's what we all want, especially this month. Yeah. You'd think I'd be well rested, but I'm not. Oh, I have to show these off. I'm sorry. A friend of mine gave these to me as like good luck for NaNoWriMo. These are calligraphy earrings. Look, they're little nibs. So I thought they were super cute. Okay. Enough of me showing them off. I was just very excited, so I had to show. So you get to deal with it. Very exciting that most of us are having at least a little bit of progress. So, Chandra loves my earrings. Thank you. I was super excited. I just got them. So I had to wear them for today's stream because they're pens. And I do actually do some calligraphy. So it's not, oh, let's get calligraphy pens for writers while I type. So I do actually get some done. So CB liked them too. Thank you. So yeah, I only ate 2 of the 3 Reese's pumpkins I grabbed, and I stacked on more carrots. So I think the chocolate really kickstarted that paragraph, though. So CB said if I could change my earrings. You can't change them? Even my little stud up here, I've got a little cartilage piercing. It's got an inner screw, so I can take them out and replace them. And I just have to order the right size replacement, which I have failed. So Doc says he still has candy corn. I have harvest corn, which is the chocolatier version of candy corn, which I have learned I like much better. And did you know that it's possible, at least when you're not getting those little snack size ones, to get candy corn that isn't already stale? Mind changing, world blowing. Wait, world changing, mind blowing. There we go. Luckily, I can fix that in edits. I'm a writer. I don't have to say it right the first time. CB says their ears are hypersensitive and they end up gushing bad time. Oh, Sometimes you can get some hypoallergenic ones, but yeah, I understand. It can be a hassle. I actually haven't worn earrings since probably pre-pandemic, maybe twice. My sister had her wedding in my backyard and I wore them then. Yeah, I think I've worn earrings twice since the pandemic started. So when I went to put these in, I was like, please let me find the backside of the hole. Because for those of you who don't have your ears pierced, if you grab your ear and you wiggle it, you see how the front and the back can move, so they can misalign. So sometimes I get the earring in and I can't find the back side of it. So it's weird. CV says it might be because they're allergic to nickel. There are nickel-free ones. So next time you feel brave enough to try it or feel like it, you might want to try those. My sister, she never wore earrings. So she's like, I'm not going to bother with it. She let her ears close, and people keep buying her earrings as gifts or jewelry sets that come with earrings. And she's like, nope, still not pierced, not planning on piercing them again. So yeah. When we were kids, she really wasn't into getting pierced ears either. When we were like 12, she petitioned mom because she really wanted contacts. And I was like, okay, let me ask for my ears pierced, so I could ask for something as well. This is my twin, so we're the same age. And I did poorly with contacts when I eventually got them. And I think monetarily, mom made out a little easier with my request than my sister's. But, it is how it is. CV says, I let my ears close and then got them redone. Yeah. Sometimes you can get some scar tissue in there, which can be a problem as well. Although you said you let your ears close, so maybe they were already sensitive at that point. So I totally get that. So yeah, ears, very exciting things. Very helpful when they clue you into what's going on. CV says, I waited till I was 16 before I got them done in the first place. I went to the mall. I went to Piercing Pagoda, and I grew up in a small town. There was no mall like in town. We had to drive like 45 minutes away to go to the nearest town. But, next time we went shopping, mom didn't make a special trip. She might have. I don't know. But it was very exciting. So Chandra didn't get their ears pierced until they were 22. So really wanted them and loved it. Yeah. I really enjoy them. That's why I clipped my hair back a little so you could see them. Otherwise my hair would be like, eh, and you'd never see them. So CB got theirs done at the hairdressers. Oh, mine didn't offer that. So Kelly said, I think my sister had some scar tissue or infection from her piercing. She had to have surgery to remove whatever it is, and brushing blood from her hair. Oh my goodness. I've never was she good about like cleaning it daily with rubbing alcohol, or these days I think they give you spray like sea salt with the salt to help stop infection, and you're supposed to rotate it so the earring doesn't get stuck and things and stuff. They can be a little tricky, but yeah, I don't know. I do still have issues sleeping on this ear because I've got the cartilage piercing and the back isn't quite flush because they have the front more flush. And so it rubs a little, but it happens. So Kelly isn't sure if it was earring related or not, but remembered a formation on her lobes. Oh no, I agree with Chandra. That sounds very painful. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope anyone who has pierced their ears enjoys it, and with the minimum number of complications, because seriously, nobody likes complications. But it's almost 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get another sprint in. Are y'all ready? No, yes, it doesn't matter. It's NaNoWriMo. Sprint on, we must. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, right. And we're back. Yay! I got words. I think I almost figured out a voice and how to get started with this story. I went from, what did I get last time? 300 and something. I am currently at drumroll 562 forward movement, getting into the story. Oh my goodness, I thought this day would never come. It's been a little more of a struggle than I like, but I'm glad I got there. So, oh, yay, words and stuff and things. So, I've started things happening, like plot things. Very exciting. The mood is set. And I'm trying to write lyrically, which isn't my natural tongue, or at least not writing tongue, but it works so well for fairy tales. So space fairy tale with sentient octopus. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so let's check the comments. CB got 674 words. Nicely done. Chandra got 296, still beating all of my sprints. Kelly got another 86 words. Doc has hit 1,413. But so that means he is up 385. Definitely. Oh my God, you're within spitting distance of NaNoWriMo words for the day. So yay! Very exciting. Very exciting. Doc says, and they've made it to the bridge, manning the stations. And they're still hearing the angry drunken duck, I guess, going, rah, rah. That was a lovely face, but you know what I mean. Oh, so anybody else want to share how their story is going? I just made it to the shallow pools, and I figured out how the octopus people talk to humans and what it looks like, which is italics and then me saying humans can't really copy them, but they learn their language and vice versa. So, like Han Solo and Chewbacca, one speaks human, one speaks Chewbaccan. Wait, Wookiee. Wookin? I don't know what Wookiees speak. So, not saying all Wookiees speak the same language. They might have different languages. I'm unfamiliar with Wookiee culture. So, CB is still working on Iron Man 1 and is like, oh my God, this is taking forever. Dramatization was all me. So, just putting that out there. So yeah. CB thinks it's just Wookiee. So good to know. I'm not well versed, unfortunately. I mean, I'm familiar. I'm just not as nuanced. So Kelly says those two characters from last week's writing session are on their way to meet the main character. There's a lot of mundane action going on here. Seemingly, it is contributing to establishing the worlds and characters, which is awesome and useful. And I find sometimes when I do that, I need to write the story for me, but it doesn't need to be on page. But as long as it advances the plot, advances the emotional arc, and, you know, one other thing like character or world or setting, then you can totally keep that in your final draft. I mean, obviously it's your story, tell it your way, but from recommendations I've heard. And that's how I try to work it in mine. So yeah. Whew. Lots of writing. Want to make a little more progress. I actually don't know how this scene ends. I should probably figure it out. This is a little more pantser than I like to be. So I mean, I know how it should end. So I guess we're okay. This is clearly, since I'm drawing on folk tales that I'm familiar with, I can still crib their plot. I just need to figure out how I'm adapting it for my purposes. And I think I have some ideas that came into my head today while I'm trying to get this writing out, rather than 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when I was outlining. It's ever changing, but I never commit to an outline until I get into it. So we'll see how it goes. So Kelly says in his story, the time frame at this point is only a couple days. So yeah, you definitely want to establish those characters and setting and all the other things. So yeah, awesome. Really encouraging and glad all of y'all are doing so well. Well, we've got about 19 minutes to go. So we have time to squeeze in one more sprint. Doc says I should embrace my inner pantser. I think I need to switch from jeans to pajama pants to be a pantser. I don't know. Flying by the seat of your pants seems a lot easier in pajama pants. So maybe I'll do that after this sprint. So let me go ahead and set the timer. Plus, I do have to leave on time today. My local NaNoWriMo group is doing their kickoff party, and it started 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to sneak in for the end of it. Before I start the sprint, Kelly asks, how do I interpret space ellipses space and word ellipses space? So space ellipses space is so, and word ellipses space is so. Yeah, let's do this. Is kind of how I would do that. So okay, let's do this because I got places to go and words to write. We're going to go ahead and pop this up on the screen. And if you're ready, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, start. And we're done. Whew. I have to admit, I played a little double duty there. I hopped into the Zoom party and tried to get some words in while I was there, which didn't really work. But I have more words than I started the sprint with. I got up to 630, at least 50 words. I'm not going to scarf at that. Scoff. That's the word I'm looking for. I got stuck because I couldn't figure out what title to give an octopus person. The ones who live in the depths are obviously great ones, but the ones who live in the shallows, I don't know what to call them. It's not sir, it's not ma'am, it's not, teacher. I don't know what the title is yet. So I got stuck for a little bit. If you've got any ideas, pop them in the chat. So let's see. Pop into the chat. CB says, I went to have a piece of chocolate only to discover it's out of date by more than a month, and they had to dispose of it. Nuts can be toxic if they're expired. So things I did not know, and I totally eat them anyway. And I'm like, a month? I wouldn't worry about it. A year's when I start to worry. True facts, unless they smell weird or like they're soft. Nuts shouldn't be soft. CB said it was more than 2 months, and it was almonds, which I guess are tricky. Chandra said 375 words. Nicely done. When I'm in the groove, that's usually what I get in a 15-minute sprint rather than in 5 sprints. Oh, hello, Carla. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. We're just wrapping our last sprint, but I see you got 423 words. Well done. Doc is up to 1690, so got his nano words in. So 277 new words. CB, words. Doc went with sentient or sophont as a title. Maybe. People are named by their job, but she doesn't know what this one's job is yet. So that's where it got tricky. And DL on a roll, showing us all up, got 836 words. Well done. Kelly went down 3 and then up 35. Nicely done. Respect. I get that. So yeah, and that's the end of our first NaNoWriMo. Let's get these sprints in. Sprint or live write-in. So I finished mine at 630 words. I've got, a little less than half, but I think I can get there tonight. We'll see. CB suggested, how about leader? It doesn't really work for this. It's just the person or the creature between her and the nursery. So they're not really a leader. They're just maybe the person in charge, maybe not, maybe a sentry. She doesn't know, and I don't either. So I'll figure something out, I'm sure. So, well, I am going to go run off to my local NaNoWriMo Zoom meeting. It was great to see you all, and I will be back at same time, same place next week so we can get some more words in. And have a great week, and I'm probably going to be popping into a few people's live streams and hanging out with y'all this week. So have fun, and thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bye.